Hello, you single, sassy, sexy mummy. I hope you're having an amazing day so far, and if not, it will get better. It always does. Okay, so we're on number 4 now. The fourth dating tip I've learned that I've incorporated into my parenting life to make parenting easier. And the fourth one is to have a life. Now, I get this, especially if you are a single mum like me. This one, you're going to be like, how? How am I meant to have a single life? A single life, have a life. Um, but here's what I've learned. So I'm sure you've got into a relationship at some point and you have just been all about this guy. You're forever thinking about him, you're forever texting him, you're forever messaging him. You're always just on this guy. You always want to see him. He's the only thing that matters to you. And I'm sure you found that is not a good thing because that guy is not all about you. That guy has a life. That guy is doing other things that do not include you, and he is more than happy to do that. And then you're the one feeling hurt. You're the one feeling left out. You're the one feeling lonely. You're the one asking yourself, why doesn't this guy want to spend time with me? Now, if you had a life, you wouldn't have this problem. And I had a certain issue with Malachi where I just feel like he was really taking me for granted. I just think this is normal for children, absolutely normal. Your children will take you for granted. But I realized that it was happening more because I was just all about him. I had no social life. I barely spoke to any friends. I didn't really have any hobbies for myself. Everything was just about him. And I thought, you know what? The same way if I had a man, I'd make sure that I'd have things for myself so it doesn't feel like I'm giving my everything to this person. I need to have the same kind of thought process even with my child. Because, yes, obviously, I want to give all my love to my child, but if I'm not also giving love to myself and filling myself up and boosting my own confidence and giving myself things to aspire to, then how's that going to make me feel as a person? And then in turn, how am I going to be treating my son? So, a small thing that I've done is I've gone back to the gym. I went through a phase of being a gym rat, and then after COVID, I was really comfortable with working out at home and going to the park. But that is something that I've had to bring back just so it's somewhere that I go and it's for me. Now, especially for you single mothers, I get it. It is difficult to have any sort of life, especially if you have zero support. So, what I would advise you to do is find some online groups that you can join, online groups that are actually gearing towards things that you're passionate about. So, I'm quite passionate about spirituality. So, I joined an online group with other women who speak about African spirituality. It's a way for me to learn more and a way for me to engage with like-minded people. I even made sure that I done it once a week on a certain day at a certain time. So it felt like, okay, this is my me time. So from like, let's say from 6:30 till 7:30, latest 8, I will be in this chat room and I'll be talking to other women. I'll be going through the pictures. I'll have my little notepads and I'll take down notes of anything that I learn that I think, oh, I can incorporate this into my week or just anything. So that's one thing that you could do. Even you going for a walk at a regular basis. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but at a point of time, I had to do this when my son was asleep. So I would put my son to bed. I would wait at least an hour so I'd know that he's in his deepest sleep, and I would go for a walk for 15 minutes around my estate. And I done this 3 times a week just so it was my time. It was my time. I didn't have to have my son with me. I didn't have to push a buggy. I didn't have to drag a scooter. I didn't have to walk slowly because there's a child there. It was my little thing for me. So I want to encourage you single, sassy, sexy mummies out there to find a way to get a life. Because I'm telling you, you will pour into these children and they will happily take and not even give you a thank you. And then you're going to be sitting there resentful. Now we don't want that. And it's the same if you're going into relationships as well. Don't give everything to this man. You do not need to. You know, he probably doesn't even need it anyway. Show that you have a life, have something for yourself. You don't have to put everyone first and everyone before you. For once, start putting yourself first. So, yes, lesson number 4 is to have a life outside of being a mother, outside of being a partner, and do things for yourself. So I hope this has helped somebody. If you have stayed for the entire video, please just press the like, just the like. I'm not even asking you to press the bell, and maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. Have an amazing day, and as always, try to be the best that you can be.